This would definitely be useful if I decided to cosplay as an Oompa Loompa. Hi everyone, thank you so much for checking out this video. If you're new here, my name is Stephanie and I cover oily skin, hooded eyes, and beauty. So I asked you guys on my channel what series you guys would like to see next, and you guys decided on the pressed powder foundation, so here we are. Welcome to my new series, Pressed Powder Foundation Wars. This is episode 1, and if you're watching this in the future, I will link all of the videos down below for you. I will be testing out 6 drugstore pressed powder foundations for your oily skin, and for each of these, I will be testing them with primer and without primer. So let's go ahead and get into pressed powder foundation number 6, and that's gonna be the True Match Super-Blendable Powder Foundation. This microfine powder provides versatile coverage. You can blot your shine, blend for a natural finish, or build for coverage. This contains a hint of pearl pigments to enhance your skin tone. I tested this foundation out for 2 days, and day 1 is my first impression with primer, so let's go ahead and roll the tape. I got the color W3 Nude Beige, so let's see how this works out. So I did go online to see how to use this, and they recommended using a brush, but this does come with an applicator, which is really weird that they didn't recommend it. But anyway, this is what it comes with. It is super, super soft, and I'm actually gonna use this on the right side. I do wanna see how this performs, and then I'm gonna use my brush on this side, which is gonna be the Tarte brush. So, and then see what I like. Of course, as always, I'm gonna do the smell test. It just smells like makeup. So it feels very, very soft. I do like that. Okay, so as you can tell, the only thing that I have on my face right now is my concealer, and of course I do have primer on. So let's get started. That oxidized crazy fast. Of course, just using this applicator, the powder is just sitting on top of my skin. So I think that this would be great for just touching up, just like covering up shine, but I don't think that this is great upon first application of your makeup. I do want to go back over this side with my brush just to kind of blend everything together, so that way it kind of emulsifies with my primer, with my oils, to look a little bit more natural. I should have gone a shade lighter if I knew that this was gonna oxidize. So I'm looking at myself in the viewfinder, and holy crap, like you can see where I have my concealer. And of course I did set it so that way, you know, it doesn't crease or anything like that. I need to go over this part with foundation because I can't go out looking like this. I'm gonna go in with my brush. I'm gonna do the left side first, and then I'll go over the right side just because I wanna see how this works out first. And of course, as expected, because it happened on this side, it immediately oxidized. So looking in the mirror, this side definitely looks a lot better, the side with the brush, because it was able to really get into my pores, really get into my skin, while this side is just sitting on top of my skin, and that was with the applicator, the sponge applicator. So I do need to even everything out and fix this issue, because I'm looking in the viewfinder and you guys must think like I look so ridiculous, and trust me, I know, I see it. So let me just do a close-up really quick, and then I'll come right back. So here's the forehead. So here's the left side with a brush, and then the right side with the sponge applicator. I'll be right back. I couldn't fix it. I couldn't. Let's get into this mess. I feel like this does look a little bit better than how it looked before. I feel like it is less patchy. I just blended and blended and blended and blended the crap out of my face. And then I did rely on some of my highlighter to highlight certain parts of my face. And I feel like as of today, as of right now, this is the best it's gonna get. Let's do a close-up. Here is my patchy forehead. The left side of my face, you can see my orange nose. This is not very even. And then the right side where my nose is way more orange and the rest of my face is not very even. I am a little bit disappointed, but I do have faith because I know that at the end of the day when my oils come out, usually my oils make the powder a little bit better. So I'm hoping it's not gonna be as uneven, but of course we'll see at the end of the day what this looks like, so I'll be right back. So I'm back from my check-in and I have been wearing my makeup for about 10 hours now, so let's go take a look at my face. In case you didn't notice, my face is way more orange than it was this morning. It just kept getting darker and darker. And then just now I noticed that my foundation has come off on some areas of my face, and you can definitely tell because my true skin color is coming through. Still super patchy, and I just see my pores everywhere. My pores are so enlarged and oh God, this is just so bad. Okay, let's do a close-up so you guys can see. So here's my forehead, looking super patchy, super orange. The left side of my face and the right side of my face. Sorry to bring you guys up close to my nostrils, but you can definitely see that the foundation has come off around my nostrils because, well, they are no longer orange. So I really am trying to look past the oxidation and just look at the actual coverage, but I mean, it's horrible because it's patchy. It's not good at all. So I'm gonna try to see what this looks like tomorrow without primer and maybe use a different brush. Maybe my brush was just too dense, too thick, and that is what caused the patchiness. I'm not sure, but I'll be right back tomorrow to let you guys know. So today's day 2 and I've been wearing my makeup for about 10 hours now, so let's go and take a look at my face. So I'm still very orange, but I'm not patchy. When I first applied the makeup today without primer, it actually didn't oxidize as quickly as it did yesterday. So I was like, okay, that's a plus. Okay, I think that we're just not gonna wear primer with this. I did change the brush, which is why it's not patchy. The brush has longer bristles and it's not as dense. So I was able to get just like a soft buffing motion going on for this makeup, so that obviously caused it to not be so patchy. It kind of just spread it evenly. And then I want to say maybe like an hour later, that's when I noticed that this started to oxidize. So the foundation definitely came off of my nose. This did not really do anything for my oils, and my pores still look pretty big because I could not wear primer. Let's go ahead and do a close-up. Here's my very oily and porous forehead. And here's the left side of my face, and then the right side of my face. Well, I definitely feel like there was some progress, but yeah. So those clips can definitely speak for themselves. I decided not to wear the pressed powder foundation today as my actual foundation, but instead I decided to go ahead and use it to set my foundation. So I am wearing liquid foundation, and then I decided, okay, this obviously is not working for me as a foundation alone. So how is this gonna work on top of foundation? And to be honest, it did oxidize just a little bit. I mean, I'm not normally this dark. I am a bit lighter, but it didn't oxidize into an orange color. So I feel like if you want to use this to set your foundation, you might wanna go a few shades lighter or a shade lighter if you don't want your foundation to change. I really wanted to love this pressed powder because I really love the loose powder version of this foundation, but it just didn't work out for me. I couldn't get past the orangey look it gave me. I wouldn't mind if I had this oxidation the whole time, but it just oxidized to a really bad patchy orange. This was $10.95, and I honestly don't think it's worth it as a foundation alone or as a setting powder. But let me know down in the comments below, have you guys tried this out as a foundation alone? Please let me know how it works for you because I really am curious. And if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up and subscribe for more content. This is episode 1. I have 5 more to go. I am super excited. I do upload every Wednesday and Saturday at noon Central Time, so keep an eye out for that. Thank you guys. Bye.